Hi everyone. Today I have this Stewart Warner AM FM radio on my bench. It's a 1950-51 plastic cabinet. It's dial cover's a little scratched. Maybe I can get some of that out. But this is just your on and off volume, I think. Yeah. It's going to have to put in some ammonia to clean these up, but this one's, let me see, here's the dial on the back here, and AM and FM. Cabinet's okay, not busted up. It's got kind of something sticky here. Somebody put a tag on or something. And the back looks like they removed that interlock type plug and put a new different type of a cord on there. This is bulging out for some reason. I don't think it's on there right or something, so up with that. It's missing the screws, I can tell that. FM antenna, FM ground. Phono. Why there should have be 3 positions too. Alright, it's on 1, 2, 3, yeah. Okay. Yeah, so one's for the phono, AM and FM. And we'll take a look at the bottom and see what we have. Stewart Warner model 9151-A. And guess what? I don't see a rectifier in here, so it's got to be a slim rectifiers. Yeah, the speaker is coming out with it, so I don't have to decide that after all. That's a good thing. I just got to cover it up. And there's the, not too bad. Uh-oh. Check this out, though. I don't like this. Right here. This could be asbestos. It looks like it. For the heat? Why was that? Right over the tile. That don't make sense. This looks like asbestos. Oh, we saw the back end of it. Here. Speaker's in good shape, as I can see. Yes. Probably have a cover over it. Would they? I don't know. Oh, great. Hey, look at this. And I lay it up in front so it don't hurt the speaker. Looks all original. I think. Was this the original? This filter cap can? I'm thinking it is. Don't look like it's been freshly soldered. All the wax capacitors it hasn't been changed. Nothing. This is all original, guys. Where's that selenium rectifier? Okay. Now I gotta find you. Where's the power cord coming in at? Right here. Right here. Oh, okay. It ain't a selenium. It's a regular type rectifier. Great. I'm taking. Oh, here's another filter cap. And I think this one is too. 1, 2. And then how many is over there? Can't see the numbers on it at this point. I'm gonna try it. I don't see anything drastic about it. Or it's, it's, what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's in 7 Is there such thing as AA7? Alright, it's lighting up. 50 watts it pulled so far. Well, that's just initial. Now, I don't know, I didn't even say it on the video, I don't think so. So, which is the selector from here? I want to get it running before I even start restorations. Okay, let's turn this off. It's a no-go. Uh-oh, there it is. Ooh, it took a long time for it to heat up, didn't it? I wonder if that's it. Let's try this tuner. I could have tuned it right there, but I want that at the 9 o'clock.
Oh, no. I don't want to hear anymore, I tell you. With long knives fighting in the woods.
Come now, you mustn't let yourself get so excited. Now, this man who strikes so cruelly,
actually sounds pretty good.
Don't you wonder what started him murdering? Do you suppose power was what he wanted? Power
okay, let's try FM.
Sit down. Huh? What? Is this C-Tech?
So that was AM. Next notch should be, what am I at over here? There we go. It's on 100, so it should be near that.
Hi, Mr. Jenkins.
I'm talking to you again.
How FM works. I want to have to figure out what kind of capacitors we got. I'm just looking at 3 there. 1, 2, 3. 4, and maybe 5 electrolytics. Has this never been changed, or is that one there? Okay, I might take that back. I think this green one here has been replaced. Something just caught my attention, and I had to figure it out. This not only was this is like it was a selenium rectifier in there originally. I think that's what these 2 holes were here for too. Okay, and then it called for a 22 ohm resistor. Well, I read these are red, and brown, which is 22 22 and 1. I thought it was black. 22 and 1, so that's 220 ohms in parallel. So if I put this back up on here, it needs to anytime you change it to a selenium rectifier to a a diode type rectifier, you have to increase that resistance. They're only way over here. There we go. 74.4 ohms, which is good. So they changed this from a selenium rectifier. They increased the resistance to 74 ohms, 220 ohms in parallel, which is good. Who did this knew what they were doing. I'm in the process of replacing this can capacitor, and I don't know, for some strange reason I was wanting to check a tube. I didn't check it, I was just saying, well, that tube don't look right. So I started looking at all of them. I don't know how it played. This is the Savania, it's in there. It's a 6BA6. It's like instead of a 12 volt, it's 6 volt. That is well, they're both pentodes. But that's what he had in there. Okay. What it calls for is a 6BH6. 6BH6 is no substitute. It's not a substitute for the 6BA6. Pin 7 is ground, and 2 should be grounded. So even though they're wrong, it could work. That's why it's working. they got the suppressor grid and the cathode. And on that tube, they got, which is pin 2 though, on that 7. Cathode's number 7. They're showing cathode number 2. All right, I see. They're grounding the cathode and the suppressor. So all the other ones are the same then. Even though the 2 are backwards, they're just going to ground anyway. And everything else is safe. Thought I'd just jump all this out at 0.1 and 4 microfarad plus all the other 6, what was it, 80, 40, and 20 microfarads. I'm going to try it. I'm just curious about that resistor. Right, you have to be there, don't you? Alright, I'll just have to turn it around over here, perhaps. Okay. Everything's there, I hope. I got it right. I think I should. So, this is off. Turn this on.
On the edge of panic.
Lacking volume, I'll tell you that.
They seem to be coming through the windshield.
The best drive conditions, I can tell you that. Can't do much better.
I don't care if you have to crawl. We're getting further away from that dreadful town every minute.
Oh, to play that switch on, I bet.
It's murder.
Charlie, room for growth.
Oh, you know why? Because they got this covered. Speaker covered. That's why it's...
Can't let him pass. You can't let him box us out here.
Speaker's muffled. Alright. I want to check the temperature.
Charlie, you...
Tell him I picked up Leroy. Tell him Leroy's sleeping at home. In the jail.
82 degrees so far. 82 maximum. It would sound better if just that speaker is in the way. The cover. 85. Yeah, those are cold. They're staying where they are. Let me see. I gotta see something. I'm curious. And let me get out of there. Well, it is hot. That bulb is hot. You know, that's just putting off too much heat. Let me turn this off for a second. I don't care for that. For that bulb. This container here is hot. That means I'm not going to be able to grab that bulb. Well, yeah, I don't know if I showed you that bulb there, but yeah, 2 contacts there. It shows it on the schematic as 10 watts, but it doesn't give anything else about it. I have this Stewart Warner AM/FM radio, I think, finished as far as the electrical restorations go. And there it is. It's all done under the bottom. Look at what I have there. 11 capacitors. Actually 13. These 2 filters here. Electrolytics. And then naturally the can. All resistors been changed to their all tolerance. And all of the old wax capacitors replaced. You know. Electrolytics. So that's done. I want to show you something. Maybe you remember this bulb here. It's written up on here, and I looked at it. It said tongue TUNG or something dash SOL, tongue, soul. Then it just shows the 10 watts and the voltage on it. But it's such an oddball bulb. If it ever went out, you'd have a hard time getting one, I would think. And the fact that it's 10 watts. And it gets so hot. It really gets hot. So I said, what can I do about that? I put a rubber grommet wrapped around an old, like a Christmas light bulb or something. That's just riveted on this bracket. That's why it's turning, but got it pretty level. And you know what that is? Anytime now. Well, I have it on it. One more turn, Kenneth. There's 3 positions on this thing.
It'd be funny if it wasn't here. Strange sense of humor me by. And 2 to the right. But I wouldn't be.
That's AM.
What about?
Yeah, it's cleaner.
Alright, Joe boy. I've been waiting for
Joe
you.
boy.
I counted up. Money's in the safe. Good boy, Joe. Here are the tickets and $100.
And that's FM.
What about asking? Well, I'll take care of $100.
This is another thing that I do. I don't know if you can see that nastiness in here. Bring it up real close. See how it's... Those are the knobs that are in there. It's pulling that... I don't know what it is. I've seen screwdrivers do that, and I put it in. And it takes it off. Stuff floating in there. It's my knobs in there. It's pretty... Stir them up a little bit. They're pretty nasty still. So it's going to stay in there. I could probably take this brush and clean all of it right off right now. Yeah, it's just coming right off. But it's just ammonia. That'll clean them up like new.
And then she took my hand in the same sweet, special way that Corey had 100 times, or 1,000 times before. Gently, tenderly, with her fingers lightly laced in the...
Okay, I got this, picked up some clear, that one I just took out, it's the frosted one. These clear ones, these are 7 watts, equivalent, they're only, the actual wattage is 0.6 of a watt. Will last up to 15,000 hours. That will outlast the capacitors that are electrolytic capacitors that I put in there. Now I can touch this bulb and it is not hot. So that asbestos they put on the top of the cabinet is no longer needed, but I'm not taking it off. But yeah, that's it.
Well calculated to keep you in suspense. Tonight, a well-honed accounting of a lethal impersonation. In just a moment, standing for murder.
This is, what is this?
By Gladys Geller.
AM. No, I take it, yeah, it's AM. I got it set at 1,000. Perfect. I put it on FM. And this, ever since the Helicon likes these controls, look. And you can actually see it. That's FM. And I got that set at 1,000.
Jim, this is agony. When that phone rings, freeze. I can't talk.
Okay, listen to me.
That's
Laura's
right there.
friends have to think she's leaving for you,
Spot on.
and they have to hear it from
After
her.
the alignment,
I can't remember how
it worked out great.
Now, don't you want...
I did take out this tube, the one that they had it at 6 BH
Well, let's try it.
6.
I'll say I have
You're supposed to have a 6 BH 6, and I reason. I mean, he did good by
I have to.
for
Jim,
the
it's no use. I can't
screen grid and the cathode went to ground. But on the 6B86, let's say pin 2 is the screen grid, the suppressor grid, and then pin 2 here on the 6B86 is the cathode. It didn't matter because both cathode and the suppressor grids went to ground. It didn't matter, but then I got the data, actually got the data on this thing. And that 6B86 is higher screen dissipation than the 6B86. And the 6B86 is used for higher gain, high frequency stages, where the 6B86 is not intended for same RF front end duty. So it's not intended for that use. So the 6B86 screen can only handle about 1/3 of the heat of the 6B86. So therefore the 6B86 being in there, that screen is overheated. So replacing it with the 6BH6, that's going to correct the gain, which we got good. The ABC, BC, which, sensitivity will return. It's very sensitive. So yeah, it was best to go with the right tube. Granted it would work, but it ain't. It's not the tube that belongs in there. So yeah, I got it all together. I found 3 screws for the back. 2 of them were missing. Hold the back cover on. And that LED light that I put in there. Maybe I'll turn the lights out and we can see. Judge for yourself. Let me get over here first because I will not be in the dark.
What were you going to do? Did you call the police? Call the police.
And there it is. You see how it lights it up? Not too bad. They had a 10 watt in there. It got so hot they had to put asbestos over up here. It's a wonder it didn't melt that plastic, I tell you.
But those few days were a lifetime of terror. There was the constant ringing of the phone right from the start.
But yeah, that's it.
The trouble I had.
Okay, I hope you enjoyed it, and thanks for watching.